The year is 2121, and the Earth has become uninhabitable. Every single scientist spent the past 100 years trying to decipher Nirvana High Paladin instead of solving climate change. Simply put, the complexity of Yu-Gi-Oh! Has ended the world. But hope still remains. Two heroes, the great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandsons of MBT and RJ, have made a startling discovery. Right when Yu-Gi-Oh! Was just beginning, before Synchros, before Goats, before Master Rule 1, there existed another rule set. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Junior rules. No tributes, no quick plays, one spell, and one trap per turn. Now, using Tachyon technology, these two must contact their ancestors, convince them to play the Yu-Gi-Oh! Junior rules, and conscript as many of their fellow Yu-Gi-Tubers as possible to start a movement to simplify the game that would eventually end the human race. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Junior journey. I don't know. I'm as surprised as you to be back here. I thought last time was seriously going to resolve all of our outstanding climate issues, but here we are, another year of complexity we apparently have to resolve. We are creeping ever closer to the actual print of Nirvana High Paladin. It's a much older card than you would expect. Anyway, this is 2008, and Yu-Gi-Oh's over. So if you didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2008, you might not be familiar with this, but it was not a very good time to be playing. Dark Arm Dragon had just been released, and it had a stranglehold over the metagame for the entire time it was legal, pretty much. It paired with a bunch of really powerful cards like Emergency Teleport, getting Krebons, and Destiny Hero Malicious, which was still unlimited at the time, enabled a really powerful pool of 8-star synchro plays to become extremely commonplace, including Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, and even 6s using a normal summon into Krebons like Goyo Guardian. Here, that's shockingly less powerful, and making something like a Goyo Guardian isn't particularly good when your opponent can just summon an Ancient Gear Tron Dragon and walk over it. That said, Dark Arm Dragon is still probably the most impressive card that Junior format has at its disposal, so unsurprisingly, we are playing Teledad. Add to that the fact that for the last several years of Junior Journey, we have been dancing around the fact that Dimension Fusion is legal, waiting for the first deck to break it, and I think we may have just found it. This Dimension Fusion can bring back some number of Krebons and some number of Malicious, which is going to be sufficient to make something like a Colossal Fighter. I am pretty sure this deck is incapable of losing, but there's a lot of really powerful stuff that was released in 2008, so I wouldn't be surprised if RJ's come up with something sick. We've got two Armageddon Knight, triple Dark Arm Dragon, triple Dark Grepher, triple Dark Lord Zerato. This is a meta warping super threat. If you have 4 or more dark monsters with different names in your graveyard, you can tribute summon this card by tributing one dark monster, or you can just normal him. You can send a dark monster from your hand to the graveyard to pop all monsters your opponent controls. Fantastic at setting up OTKs and can discard cards like Malicious. We've got 2 Gores. I don't even really like Gores in this format. Certainly, it's very important to be able to crack back if your opponent does something like summons a big monster and attacks you directly, but it's not nearly as powerful as you would expect because the set cards that you have can't be kept in your hand to keep a Gores open, because then you're putting yourself several turns behind because of Junior Rule's specific rule set. Double Krebons, 1 Mind Master, triple Plague Spreader Zombie, a Dark Hole, triple Dimension Fusion, triple E Telly, 1 Reborn, 1 Premature Burial, triple Rhoda, double Bottomless Trap Hole, Call of the Haunted, and triple Return from the Different Dimension. In this side deck, we've got DD Crow, we've got the 3rd Gores, Brain Control is still legal, shockingly, we've got the Wipes, we've got Bottomless Trap Hole number 3, Dust Tornado, Light Imprisoning Mirror is in here because Lightsworn is a top-tier deck, and of course, if RJ is spamming a little more than us, we can go for a Royal Oppression, but it's so bad versus normal summon Dungus that we're not going to mainboard it. So, excited to see how this deck performs, excited to hopefully resolve the climate crisis. I mean, sheesh, it's getting embarrassing at this point, and I'll send you over to RJ to let you know what they're playing.
We're back. We haven't stopped the climate crisis yet. Hell, we haven't even convinced Joe Biden to cancel student debt. But I think I know what the problem is. See, our strategy, our approach to the format has been far too individualistic. It has been focused on big monsters that individually accomplish a lot. And we all know that individualism is not going to stop the climate crisis, no matter how many plastic bottles you choose not to use, no matter how many times you ride your bike instead of taking the car, no matter how vegan your diet. One person's actions cannot stop the climate crisis. What we need is collective action. What we need is interaction. And I have brought a deck to the table that has the most interaction possible. In fact, some of my favorite interactions in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Are in this deck, and I am so excited to bring it to you today to show off the power of collective action. Let's take a look at the deck. First of all, we have 3 Kuraz the Light Monarch. This card interacts with so many cool cards. We've got Yubel in here. When Yubel is destroyed by Kuraz, you can get your other Yubels. You can also destroy Gear Town. Did you know that Kuraz destroys and draws cards at the same time? Which means that Gear Town does not miss timing if it is destroyed by Kuraz, which means that is a mega +1. We've got Blast with Chain, which can combo with Kuraz to get you a draw and a pop of a monster or any card on the field. So many cool interactions with this card. We've also got Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, which interacts with this card. Kuraz does so many things, but it does things in combination with other cards. Speaking of combinations, we've got Yubel. This card cannot be destroyed by battle, but its effect really only comes into play if it's an attack position. If it is attacked while in attack position, your opponent's monster is destroyed before damage calculation, and you inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's life points, and you take no damage. During your end phase, you have to tribute a monster. However, you can also destroy this card, and if it is destroyed by anything other than its own effect, you can summon a Terror Incarnate, which also has the same effect, but it blows up the entire board every turn. And if this card is destroyed, it goes into Ultimate Nightmare, which has the effect that Yubel has, except you can use it proactively, which is extremely powerful in combination with Kuraz, in combination with Blast with Chain, in combination with so many things. It's good against Dark Armed Dragon. It's good against there are so many cool things. Torrential Tribute triggers this card. It's so cool. It also triggers your Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys if you have your Terror Incarnate on the board, which is super sick. Next, we have 3 copies of Arcana Force 21 The World, known in the TCG for one of the worst OTK combos ever with Samsara Lotus. In this format, it is a 3100 defender that also has 3100 attack. And if you want to try for its effect to just cheese out a win, then you absolutely can go for that. Next, we have Triple Gore's the Emissary of Darkness. This guy's at 3 in this format, and he's pretty good. Not only can you just normal summon him if you're in a desperate situation, but he's going to stop some really big pushes from going through. And that's really crucial in a format with as much removal as we have right now and as many big monsters as we have. Next, we have BES Tetran. Speaking of cool interactions, this card can pop your own Gear Town. It can also pop your own Blast with Chain, which is really, really sick. Also, Storm Shooter. These 2 cards are pillars of the format. That's why I got one of them in Ultimate Rare. And then we have Ancient Gear Gadgetron Dragon in combination with Gear Town. First of all, you can just normal summon this guy and your opponent can't activate spell and trap cards in the battle phase, which is pretty sick on a 3000 body, but the fact that you can special summon it as well with Gear Town is incredible. Gear Town synergizes with all the above mentioned cards, as well as things like Heavy Storm and other copies of Gear Town. Next, we have Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys, which combos again with literally everything in this deck. It can trigger your Gear Towns. It can trigger your Blast with Chain. It can trigger off of your Yubel Terror Incarnate or off of your Kuraz. Such a cool card in this format, and is a reoccurable nightmare for your opponent. Even though it's a little bit small, there are so many opportunities for you to trigger this card proactively. Speaking of cards that trigger it proactively, we've got Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, and Heavy, completing the trifecta of staples. We've got 3 Gear Town, one of my favorite cards in history. Next, we have another favorite card of mine, Creature Swap. This card is so good when you have just pretty much anything. You can destroy things on your opponent's side of the field with Kuraz, and then you can grab your opponent's best monster. You can bounce one of your opponent's monsters with Storm Shooter, and then take your opponent's best monster. You can use it to trade off a Yubel, destroy the Yubel off of Kuraz, and then get the next Yubel and still have your opponent's best monster. I love Creature Swap, and I've been convinced it would be broken in this format for forever. I'm so glad to see it coming through. We've got Soul Taker. This gets rid of a bunch of problem cards that exist in the format. It gets rid of the World. It gets rid of Colossal Fighter, which exists. It starts you on the road to getting rid of Yubels. This card is very, very, very good. Then we've got 3 Bottomless Trap Hole. You got to stop Dark Armed Dragon. 1 Dust Tornado because back row destruction is good. Triple Torrential Tribute. This card again synergizes with so many things in the deck already already mentioned, and triple blast with chain. Not only is this a cute damage step trick, but it accomplishes a lot, even in the face of Dark Armed Dragon. Your opponent destroying your back row with Dark Armed Dragon gets rid of the Dark Armed and potentially even locks them out of another Dark Armed if they hit this second. So this card is so good this format. And finally, Call of the Haunted, which is just Pot of Greed with Karez, but it's also a way of bringing back Yubel or bringing back Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys in response to a Dark Armed Dragon. So many cool interactions in this deck, and I love them all. The side deck is a jumbled mess. We've got Triple Vanities Ruler, the unfun card of this format. It's really good against combo decks like the Dark Armed deck. It's not so good against aggro decks like the Fairy deck, and it's just generally a very good card and a very unfun one. We've got Double Marionette Might. There are a lot of good cards that you can steal with this card in this format. Notably, there is a zombie monster whose name I want to say is Red. Anyway, there's a big ass zombie monster that's fun to take with this card. One Soul Taker to add to the other in case you're encountering unfun bullshit of your opponents, like a Vanities Ruler. Double Bait Doll. This card is more back row removal. Triple Karma Cut. This card is nutso against the Dark Armed Dragon deck. One Mirror Force. This card is a really powerful sweeper, but in a deck or against a deck that has good removal, it's not as good because it's slow. One Kaiser Glider because it deals with Dark Armed Dragon and a number of other major threats, and one Premature Burial in case I want to get more Pots of Greed off. The extra deck doesn't matter. Folks, I cannot wait to show off the power of collective action. I'm so looking forward to these duels. Let's get into them.
Well, I'm as puzzled as you are. I thought that last one was going to take.
We really did our best, and it turns out that individual actions don't do much when it comes to climate change.
Well, you know, I will just cop to the fact that you might have been doing your best, but I was doing it haphazardly, exclusively so I could post on Facebook about how I saved the world. Completely performative on my end, and we are back once again with the fresh year of 2008, and oh boy, this was a terrible time to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, it was, but a surprisingly good time to play junior format. I'm looking forward to these games today.
Me too. I have thrown my ceremonial paper. You have a strange randomization method.
I do. Okay, folks. All right. I told him about this ahead of time. In my hands, I have a pair of scissors and a cool rock my friend gave me.
We got to get you
randomize
cool
these
scissors
under the camera. I do need cool scissors. That's a good point. I will shuffle these under the table, and Joseph will call right or left, and I will hold up the hand that he calls. This is it. This is the extent of my innovation capabilities, chat.
Which hand of the which hand? I'm prepared. Let me get the right hand.
It is the rock.
Let's go.
You chose correctly.
Okay. And now it's time for me to bear rock and roll. Am I supposed to go first? I'm supposed to go second. I can't pop anything with that if you don't have any cards.
True.
Oh, well, that's the hand.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to give you an opportunity. I'm going to set a back row.
Okay.
And I'll pass.
All right, stand by main. Where are we going here?
All right.
I'm going to normal summon Armageddon Knight.
Oh, boy.
Let's go ahead and activate that good old effect here. You know what? I'm just going to send Malicious. We're gonna work on it later. We're just going to go to battle for now.
I'll take 1,400.
Yeah, you will. Back to you.
All right. Draw for turn. Wow. I've made some bad decisions over the course of the last turn. I will set a monster, and it could be literally anything. I'll set a back row, and I'll pass.
Stand by main. Oh, boy. This one's a thinker. All right, we're going to banish Malicious.
Okay.
We're going to grab Malicious.
I'm shocked.
I know. We're going to normal summon Plague Spreader Zombie.
I am going to Torrential Tribute.
You son of a gun. All right, down goes my entire
I'll spend
field.
away the world.
Cool. I'll
Nobody
special
make a
dad.
JoJo's reference.
Return
Would
my
you
father.
like to use your father's effect?
Oh, yeah. Get him out of here.
Okay, yeah.
I think we could just win here also. We'll go Malicious to the grave.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to summon Malicious.
Oh, you haven't used Plague's effect.
We'll Plagues.
Oh, no.
We'll summon Plagues.
Oh.
Is there an 8 we want to go into? All right, I'm actually going to make the hardest card to get rid of in this format, which is Colossal Fighter.
Okay.
We'll go to combat. I'm going to try for it.
I'm going to take an utter fuck ton of damage here. Colossal has 29 plus 28.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Oh, golly gosh. Okay, we're going to set one. Back to you, Buckaroo.
My man really did open Dad.
The hand is
Dad
even better than
Plague.
what you're seeing. I'm going to tell you right now.
Oh my god. I'm just putting it out there. There is a small chance I am boned. Hold up a second. Okay, all right. We are going to start off with a normal summon of Storm Shooter to the Colossal Fighter column.
No, baby. Come on, think about this.
The boy is back in town.
Fine,
Send him back. Okay, all right. Next plan. I can do that. Yeah, Monster Reborn targeting the world.
Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, that's terrible news.
Okay, we're gonna summon the world.
There he is.
We're gonna flip a coin.
Come on.
All right, give me heads.
No!
Oh, it is simply too easy. I am
Oh, God.
capable of skipping your next turn, which I'm sure is a totally relevant thing for me to do here. Okay, let's go to battle phase.
Yeah.
Let's swing into the dad.
I'll take, what, 300 here?
300, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll attack in with Storm Shooter.
That's also fine. I'll take 23.
Okay, main 2, I will set a back row and determine if I should use the world's effect to just skip your next turn.
You have to. It's too funny.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Yes!
It may be a bad idea. We're doing it! No turn for you! All right, give me something good. That's not something good. Oh no! There's like 1,000,000% chance that you're just sitting on another dad in hand. And there's nothing that I can do about this fact, and I hate that. I'm just gonna send a monster and pass.
I will draw for turn. Stand by main.
Yep.
Back to you.
All right. Draw for turn. That's so funny, and yet so unbelievably useless for me. Lip summon the world?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I guess it's been summoned now.
Yeah, that is.
So we gotta do it again. Give you back your
all
dad.
right.
Okay. All right. This is what we're doing. Okay. Hall of the Haunted?
Yeah.
Targeting Storm Shooter?
Sure.
Okay. Battle phase?
This is lethal, so I will.
It is lethal.
We'll call on the Storm Shooter. Yeah, this isn't lethal.
It is not lethal anymore.
Take
That
15.
is true. Ironically, if I had called back the other world, I would have won that.
Boom!
Oh God.
And here he is.
That is, as they say, bad for me. Well, I'm going to set a back row and end my turn, and you get that Dark Arm Dragon back to your hand.
It's top card, right?
The top... Oh, it's the top card of your graveyard. I thought it was the top monster. Yes, you may have back a Call of the Haunted.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have anything super interesting here. Monsters on my field do not kill you. I'm going to normal summon a Krebons.
Okay.
And we'll just try for it. I'm going to go 31 into your 31.
I am going to proceed to damage step.
No, dog. Absolutely not.
I will equip my world with Blast with Chain.
Yeah, that is fine with me. I'll take 500 here.
Yep.
Okay,
This is a
goodbye.
tight one.
Then we'll go Gores into the Storm Shooter.
I will take 400.
I believe I am dead here. Let me see if there's anything I can do. I'll go to main 2.
Okay.
Oh, there's no 9-star synchros.
Nope.
Oh, God. I'll set one.
I considered it when I had...
And
Okay.
you are good to
All right.
go.
Roll from turn. Banlist.
Mm-hmm.
Check the Crevens.
You got it. Oh.
Did I win?
Well, I feel like I threw that one, but I'm not sure how. Not playing around Storm Shooter, I think probably did it.
Yeah, I guess so. Although I'm not really sure how one would have played around Storm Shooter in that situation any more than you already did. Oh, that's funny. That is some funny ha-ha comedy right there. Yeah, let's just normal summon the Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys.
Oh, Jesus. What do I have that beats this?
Set and pass.
Okay, draw for turn. We'll start by specialing Dark Grepher.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to trigger Dark Grepher.
Okay.
We're going to go Plagues to send Zerato.
I really just love how you instantly get 3 darks off of that.
Hey, it's
Just
funny you
really
should mention
makes
that.
my day.
There he is.
Cool. That's fine.
I'm going to go for the back row.
I am going to cut the karma. And what I will discard is... We're going to discard Gores.
Sure.
Okay.
Who would you like to banish?
We are going to banish Dark Armed.
Are you sure? I mean, he's only okay, I feel. All right,
Mids card at best.
Jeez, I really don't know where to go from here. I think the Plagues is a good option. We'll summon him back. Put this on top of my deck. We're going to banish the Mali for a Mali.
Okay.
Sheesh, and as much as I want to make Goyo here, it kind of sucks ass, right? Because if you ever destroy the Sacred Phoenix by card effect, you get to decide, right?
I believe so, yes.
All right, well, we'll just send these 2 to the grave. Let's go for Colossal Fighter again.
Okay, that makes sense.
Let's just hit for, 5 here?
Yep, I'll take 500.
And then 17.
I will take 1700.
All right, second main. I will set 1. Back to you.
Okay, draw for turn. I gotta learn to just, like, use the karma cut on the fucking Dark Grepher. I think that's what that's what I need to learn from this situation. This is kind of a stinky one. I have the ability to clear your board, but it's going to cost me literally everything, and you still have Mali Plague. Actually, you shouldn't have Plague in rotation because you used its effect.
True.
How about I start with a Heavy Storm?
It was Light Imprisoning Mirror.
Oh, that is very good that I did that then. I am going to set a back row, and I am going to normal summon Karaz the Light Monarch.
Well, there it is.
And I will declare I'll target Colossal Fighter in my back row.
That is fine. I'll draw.
Okay, it is a Soul Taker. Battle phase, I'll attack.
Sure. I take how much here?
Your go.
All right, well...
Oh God!
it's not that crazy. It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse. I struggle to think how, but theoretically it could be a lot worse.
There's some world out there where it's worse than that.
I can imagine a world where it's not it's worse, but I'd have a rough time doing it. especially because I also get to do this.
Yep.
I will go grab another malicious, and I'll use plagues again too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
summon the bad boy. Let's just make another 8. Fuck it, another colossal fighter. Why not?
Okay. Yep.
Combat.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, we may have seen our last dimension fusion.
Well, we've been waiting for a format that breaks dimension fusion. I think we may have found it.
God, I mean, it is so funny that, like, exactly one format ago, we were doing normal summon Bungus Turbo, and now that there is exactly one reward for special summoning, it's the craziest shit in the history of time.
That is absolutely correct. In that light, I think I have to go first again. It sucks for advantage in battle phase, but... let's just start off by showing off a card we haven't gotten to see yet that is a bit of a factor in this format. I'm going to normal summon... I am not going to do that. I just read the text on this card. Okay, I am going to. We're just pivoting. We're gonna activate Gear Town.
Oh,
that's
God,
what we're gonna do.
Yep.
I am going to, after that, normal summon Kuraz the Light Monarch, and
That's
I
a
will
good one.
declare Kuraz targeting Gear Town.
Mm-hmm.
And since Kuraz both draws and destroys at the same time, I can draw and resolve Gear Town in the next chain.
Shouts out to the when you can on Gear Town, not missing timing, because Kuraz's effect is an and if you do.
True. All right, and we're going to set a back row and end my turn.
This is a crazy open. Okay. Standby main. Let's normal summon Malicious.
Okay, all right, I'm with you.
Fun fact about Malicious, now that you can normal summon it, tellying into a guy is pretty easy.
I feel like we've seen this format before.
Tella and Dad in the same deck, don't make me laugh. Okay, down comes Krebins. Are you okay with this?
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
All right, we're going to go Colossal Fighter, Colossum.
I have been colossed. I will take 500 here.
That's pretty much all I had. Let's go to main 2 here. I'm going to set 1, and thank goodness that Ancient Gear Galgatron Dragon is not Ancient Gear Golem. Whoop. Whoop.
Good call. A good call. Very important move right there. Main 1. Let's see. Let's try for it. I'm gonna normal summon Vanity's Ruler. This is a thing you could do in this format.
Oh, it's not a thing I can beat, so we'll bottomless it.
Okay. That is a-okay. Let's go to battle phase.
Yes.
I will attack into your Colossal Fighter, and basically nothing will happen as a result. Main 2. What do I want to do here? I will set another back row and end my turn.
All right, standby main. Let's just set a card and back to you.
Okay. Yeah, I hear Pot of Greed is a pretty good card. I'm going to activate Call of the Haunted, targeting Kurez.
Oh, that's decent.
We will summon the Kurez.
Yep.
I will destroy the Kurez and the Call of the Haunted to get 2 draws.
That's nice. That's a pretty good one.
Colossal Fighter is an annoying-ass card, let me tell you. It is one irritating card. Let's normal summon another Gadgetron Dragon.
Yeah, sure.
Battle phase.
Yep.
I guess I'll attack into Colossal Fighter.
Wow, he's back.
Just have you on the like 10 turn clock here. Yeah. And then I will attack the Mally.
Sure.
Okay. Main 2, I will set a back row, and I will end my turn. Both of us just like compulsively checking your graveyard at every second.
Really know what I get to do here. Let's go for Mally, you know?
You know, that's not terrible. You know, he's a dude.
Back to you.
He has defense. He does a lot of defending when I have to karma cut the colossal fighter.
No, don't you dare. Oh my god, you're playing Ubel Terror Incarnate. All right, back to you.
I am indeed playing that card. You've set these columns up quite cheekily.
Indeed I have.
All right. Yeah, let's just we will clear the Mally.
Yeah.
And get in for a bit o damage.
It's a little more than a bit.
You simply will not have Dark Lord Zerato. That is my prediction about your situation.
I think you're probably right. I do have Dark Hole.
That's a pretty good card.
It's not fantastic. I think I'm just gonna pass turn here.
I will set a monster, and I will set a back row. And I will end my turn.
Stand by me.
Okay.
Rhoda.
Okay. All right.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Let's go.
Gaming.
Armageddonite.
That's fine.
Well, normal Armanite.
Yeah.
Effect. I'm gonna send plagues. It's dad time, baby.
Oh boy, father has arrived.
All right, let's ban it. Anything here?
Nothing in response.
All right, Krebins. We'll target this one.
Ah, it had to be that one. It's torrential.
Oh my goodness. Mally. We'll target this one.
This one I will chain. It is blast with chain. It has to target a monster I control.
Thank the
Never
Lord.
mind.
Oh, okay. Where are we going from here? I'm not exactly sure. Top a card to summon Plague Spreader.
Okay.
We'll go Plagues and the Armanite for Goyo.
Okay.
We will Dad again.
Mm-hmm.
Targeting this one.
It is Ubel, whose
my
effect
God.
I will declare.
Oh,
Summoning Terror Incarnate.
Jesus Christ. Whoa.
Yep.
Oh,
there you
no.
go.
Okay. I will... I mean, there's no shot you're on the third one. I mean, I think I have to try. I'll try it.
Okay. Here we go. It's happening. Here is Ubel Ultimate Nightmare.
Oh, God. Oh, shit.
Attack at your leisure.
I'm actually good. Back to you.
I am afraid you have left your Goyo Guardian in a compromising position.
No, baby. No.
I will declare Storm
Yeah.
Shooter.
Uh-huh.
And because Ultimate Nightmare allows me to be proactive with its effect, I rather, you know, I've been in need of a father figure of my own.
No.
really-
RJ, no.
Yours just seems so much better than any other.
No.
You may have the Ultimate Nightmare.
No. Do you have Dark Monsters Engraved? Oh, are you sure? Okay, there you go.
I will declare Dad, targeting Ultimate Nightmare by banishing the Ubel from my graveyard. I will declare Dad, targeting this back row by banishing the Ultimate Nightmare from my grave. I will declare Dad, banishing the Ultimate. Okay. And I guess it's time to. Oh God, you have fucking gores, don't you?
Could be anything.
We'll see, I guess.
It is Dimension Fusion.
Oh, we got it!
first off, congratulations. This deck is sick.
I saw this and I was like, oh, Kuraz plus Gear Town exists in this format. We've got the Ubel combo with Kuraz in here. Tossing in the Nephthys just to spice things up a little bit. This was a fun little deck, and I gotta say, this Dark Synchro deck is also sick.
It's broken as hell. It is clearly not intended. We got a lot of crap for not letting the Monarchs in our format, and to the people who gave us that crap, I now say, the crap is on the other foot now, isn't it? Kuraz is broken to hell. This is a really good card.
A pretty stupidly good card, yeah.
So I think first and foremost, I mean, I appreciate that he is trying, not often you see a father taking this amount of interest in his children, but I think we do have to cut our losses and probably go no contact with Dad. He's a little toxic. He's also broken to shit. He is just unbelievably strong.
Pretty nuts. Very. I'm trying to come up with words. Why do I need to come up with words to describe Dad? I'm also going to ban something that I think probably it's not a fun card to have in the format. I'm gonna ban Vanity's Ruler.
This guy sucks. What an
Fuck
asshole.
This card.
With the green hair.
Shit.
Oh my goodness. On the topic of stupid big assholes that just win the game on their own, we probably should get rid of Zerato too.
Yeah, he didn't really show his power, but there were a number of times where I knew for sure that if you had Zerato in hand, it was the end of the game.
Yeah, I don't want to accidentally leave this guy legal. Zerato is very much like a format warping mega threat.
Another card that I feel like may need to see the list that we saw today. He's so cool though. I have similar feelings about Kuraz that you have about Storm Shooter and Tetran.
No,
he's so cool.
We gotta lose Kuraz, dude. He's so cool, but he is really broken.
It turns out a card that's just recurable Pot of Greed. Pretty decent.
It's not only that. It doesn't have to send shit you control. You could just be like, oh, I'll just win the game here. Easy.
Yeah, a little too strong.
Just for consistency's sake with the TCG, which of course we care very deeply about, I think we should put Gores to 1. He is good in this format in that you don't really gum up your board very frequently, but he's one of those cards that I really just didn't even want to play at 3.
I love that your feelings about Gores is, I didn't want to play 3 of him. We need to limit him so I don't have to.
That's the TCG philosophy. It's like limited on release, baby.
Okay, we will, for the sake of lore, limit Gores here. Okay, for the sake of making the guest episode a little bit more tolerable, there are a couple of things that did not show how irritating they are in this format just because of the power of Dark Armed Dragon specifically. One of those is Arcana Force the World. This card is much like Yamada Dragon, just a 3100 defense point ass that, unlike Yamada Dragon, upon being attacked the first time is suddenly a 3100 attack point beat stick. I am going to say I'm willing to have to deal with this card once, but I'm not willing to have to deal with it more than one time. I say that we limit Arcana Force the World.
Yeah, I mean, the stat line is crazy. If you ever get to activate its effect, you do win the game immediately as well. If it ever works out for you, you do legitimately just win.
For sure. Another card that we didn't see in this format that I know folks don't like it when we ban cards they haven't gotten to see, but let me tell you, the least fun card in the world right now is a card you didn't get to see, which is the Splendid Venus. If you were tired of people just normal summoning goddamn Ultimate Obedient Fiend in previous episodes, you would hate the Splendid Venus. It is Ultimate Obedient Fiend, but it also gets to attack.
I think we have finally reached the mythical episode in which Dimension Fusion is broken. And
yeah, I've been waiting for it for a long time.
Even without Dad, you can still do stupid stuff with Malicious's and Plague Spreaders, and it's just never, ever going to be okay again, I feel.
Yeah, I was waiting for the episode where some elemental banish deck that wasn't light or dark got to make use of Dimension Fusion because of the format we're in, and the reality is, once dark monsters happen, nothing ever again will exist in a balanced format with Dimension Fusion. In the spirit of your Gore's limit, I think there is another card that just deserves to be at 1. For the sake of the feeling of the format, for the sake of the ethos of the format, I think that we should limit Honest. I think being afraid to attack a light monster ever in a format... so Honest is broken in the TCG around this time, right? Honest is crazy because you win combat every time you have a light monster on the field. Imagine winning combat every time you have a light monster on the field and your monster has 3,000 attack points.
It's like, dang, you know, I love winning combat. Also, you're dead. You're taking 3 and then you take 3 on the crackback, idiot. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to go a step farther. We didn't get to see Lightsworn, which is around. And I guess they play Vanities probably, but I am down to kick its teeth in a little bit too. I think we should just ban Honest. I think it's so swingy.
Yeah, let's take it out. No Honest in this format.
There is an interaction that we saw in the guest episode, and again in this episode, that is unquestionably extremely strong. And that is Gear Town plus Ancient Gear Galgatron Dragon. But I think it is really cute. I think it's so cute. I really want to keep it legal. Are you down?
I am 100% down. If
right,
we feel the real need to do anything about this combo, we can limit Gadgetron Dragon. But I want to keep the combo in the format.
Yeah, no, it's just so cute. I truly... Obviously, it's really good when Kuraz is legal. I want to see if it's any good when it's not. Well, one more card I do want to lobby for a hit on, even though it didn't come up in these games, especially as we move towards formats where you can actually do something with monsters post-combat. I'd like to just lose Brain Control. I hate that card. It was
let's
so
take it out.
swingy. That's all I got. I think everything else is nuts, but in a fun way, not a distressing way.
I agree, and there is no chance that we got this ban list wrong.
I know I always say that we've fixed the format, and I have a 0% win rate. But I'm pretty confident in saying we fixed this format. I feel as if there's not a single card that's still legal that is going to be a problem. Maybe not even some sort of a psychic monster that is in my deck and people have not yet explored. Maybe not even some sort of fairy monster that we neglected to hit. Maybe not even some sort of Yu-Gi-Oh's one and only non-binary representation that is balanced around having to tribute 2 monsters for it. But I think all those cards are fun and interesting and, you know, have weaknesses. And also, even if they don't have weaknesses, I would like to see someone else lose to them. I think that would be funny.
Your chance to deal with these now.
It's all up to you, and we'll be back next Monday after that next Monday to show just what horrors lurk in this format.
Time for Joseph to get some sleep.
Good night, everyone.